Because the thing with Vinicius Jr. is he's far more mobile than Benzema.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
You know, in life, you have to start with the good before you get to the bad. So let's start with the good. Barcelona. Did Coutinho read or did he watch my vid? Did Coutinho read or watch my vid? Because he's not there yet. One game doesn't do anything. If he flashes the pan, it does not do anything. But what you saw in flashes, in sections from Coutinho, is why he was brought in. Coutinho was not brought in to replace Iniesta. He wasn't brought in for that. He was brought in to bring himself, to give Barcelona a different engine and a whole different dynamic to their football, to take them into a whole new plateau. But he just wasn't bringing that for them, because it just wasn't connecting. But when you're just seeing the one touch, the pass and move, the connection, like how he was able to open up for the Cannibal Suarez man, that's what you want from a Coutinho. That's what you want from a Coutinho. Somebody who gives Barcelona that extra energy. You know, and I think for Coutinho, he's got to admit to himself that you can't blame me for calling you a flop. Because you've been touted as this superstar world-class player, which I don't believe you are. But if you're this world-class player, I've got to hold the benchmark high for you. And you're playing for flipping Barcelona. So therefore, on a consistent basis, you have to be a spark for this team. You've got to be a spark for this team. Because we know what Messi brings. We know what the Cannibal Suarez brings. What do you bring? We know what Ousmane Dembele brings. He's already shown what he brings. So for you specifically, what do you bring, bro? What do you bring? But from Coutinho, you just saw what this man can do. His pass and move, his movement, his quick thinking, and how he can move the ball around and play off of Messi, Suarez, quickly opening up the defense. That's what was needed. But at the same time, cool, you can do it against Eibar. Can you do it against a Lyon? Because you were brought to try and win this Champions League. Because that's what Barcelona are on. Barcelona are on trying to win this flipping Champions League. I'll get to Messi. So, but for the Cannibal Suarez, see, this is a discussion I was having with Terry at UFF. Because Terry, obviously being a patriot, and he's very English, and look, I respect that. I respect people who are patriots and everything, and he's very English, proud of his country. He says, you know, Harry Kane is undoubtedly the best striker in the world. And I said to him that, you know what, there's still a guy called Sergio Aguero that's still breathing. And there's still a guy called the Cannibal Suarez who's still breathing. And I think the guest I was with, I think it was Chris, he said that, oh, no, this was the Suarez of, I think someone may have alluded to, I don't know who it was, that Suarez has passed it. You see that first goal that Suarez scored? That's the quality he brings. You know, because you have to understand his thought process in scoring that goal. Because most strikers, 99% of strikers who are given that, either you try and take it on your left foot, or when you take it on your right foot, you just try and, but because there's so little time, you just try and say, okay, right foot, open my body up, and let me just try and call it through. But because of what the Cannibal Suarez was thinking about when he was doing that, he was like, I'm going to call this pass because I'm on my stronger foot. But he put it so wide to ensure that the keeper wouldn't get it. But by still putting it extremely wide of the keeper, he still managed to have the right touch for it to still call in at the right time to go into the far post. It is a highly technically proficient goal. Because that is not a regular opening the body up inside. No, this guy is literally, he literally positioned his foot for the ball to go really fully out wide and then put it. So when I saw it on the replay, I was like, that's a flipping amazing goal. So, Cannibal Suarez, man, sorry, man, he's still out there. And yes, sometimes he can go off the ball and not really be on it. When he's on it, for me, it's between, as of right now, it's between him and Aguero as the best strikers in the world. When the Cannibal Suarez is on it, it's between him and Aguero as the best strikers in the world, and you could argue that, you know what, it's tough between both of them, you know. Look, it's a South American thing. It's a South American thing. So 400 G's for Messi. It's a milestone, a massive milestone. And again, I think it's just reiterating that none of us in our lifetime will see a player do what Messi has done club-wise or in La Liga. There is no way in our lifetime, or even in the lifetime afterwards, even in the generation afterwards, will anybody come close to Messi's goal tally in La Liga. It's not going to happen. You know, I think this guy has just looked at the bar and has said F off to the bar that he's set. So he's just, you know, it's ridiculous. I mean, 400 G's, 400 flipping G's. I mean, that's realistic. That is fully realistic. So for Barcelona, it was a good flex, 3-0, bada bing, bada boom. Now we've done with the good. Let's now deal with the bad. I'm going to read for you Real Madrid's lineup. So you had Varane, Ramos, Nacho in defense. Reguilón, Valverde, Vinicius, Brahim Diaz, and Dani Ceballos. Something deep is going on, and I think you might say that it's a reaction based on their embarrassing loss to Real Sociedad. But something definitely has to be going on where Isco is on the bench and he's not brought on. That's deep. Where Isco has to see fetuses and teenagers being brought on ahead of him. That's deep. That's really, really deep. And as I was watching it, first of all, guys, you know that Joaquin for Real Betis, you know why Joaquin played in the 2002 World Cup? So that's 2012, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like 17, 18 years ago. This dude has been playing for a pretty long time. I mean, why? Is the guy like 50 or something? But I just thought, when I'm just looking at this, I was saying to myself that, okay, these are the defending Champions League winners. And I'm looking at a bunch of kids. A bunch of complete unknown kids. And now, am I wrong? Again, Real Madrid fans, tell me. Are we witnessing a slump? Are we witnessing the fall of an empire similar to an AC Milan, similar somewhat to a certain degree in Man United? Because, because I said, wait a minute, what? Because again, it was an equal game. And Betis were really put the pressure. If Betis were actually interested about moving the ball forward and taking some shots and actually being a bit more direct and trying to dribble guys rather than just passing for the sake of passing, I think that they would have potentially beaten Real Madrid. But I think beyond that, I mean, first of all, it's quite sad that a teenager is now the main guy for Real Madrid. That's their talisman. But this Vinicius Junior, man, I think they've got a real player here. And the thing about it is, you could see he's young. He makes a lot of ill-advised moves. As in, bro, you shouldn't really dribble it, you shouldn't hold the ball there, you shouldn't make the turn in there. But the ability is there. The ability is fully 100% there, and the talent is there. And I'll be real with you. If Solari is really smart and he knows what he's doing, I think, until they get a strike, I think he should be the striker. I think you surround him by some good quality, try and get maybe another interesting creative man in the window, or who knows, give Isco another shot. Give Isco another shot, and because the thing with Vinicius Junior is he's far more mobile than Benzema. He's good on the ball. He knows how to make smart runs, but it is his mobility. There is movement about him, there's fluidity about him. And when you have mobility, it causes issues for the defenses that you're facing because it's harder to track. Benzema is very easy to track. Every time that Benzema takes a step, we go through an entire millennia in Earth time. That's what happens. With every step that Benzema takes, 1,000 years passes. So if you think about it, that's pretty slow. Can't really rock like that. Danny Fede-Barres, that was an outstanding free kick. I mean, I won't front. That was an absolutely outstanding free kick. But performance-wise, Real Madrid did not deserve to win that. That should have been a draw. But a win is a win. A win is a win. But yeah, man, there are a lot of issues here with Real Madrid. And okay, look, the very fact that you have to go to 19, 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds to form your team in what was still a must-win game in them trying to get into top 4 for this season is proof something is up. It is clear proof that something is chronically wrong with this team. And Perez, bro, you gotta spend. This team needs a flipping revamp. If you look at that and it doesn't come clear to you like a ton of bricks that this team does not need a revamp, bro, maybe you're just a flipping masochist. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.